How's it going, everybody? Seraphic Thunder here, and we're back with another gameplay video. Today we're going to be taking another look at 2MD VR football, as well as sprinkling in a series from NFL Pro Era. These are both really fun games. I happen to really like football a lot, and these two games do, I think, the best job of putting you sort of in the shoes of a quarterback and putting you in situations where, hey, you got to go and win the game for your team. I really love both games. As you know, if you watched my last video, I absolutely love 2MD VR football. It's my favorite game right now. But that's not to say that I don't like NFL Pro Era. I actually happen to like that game a lot. I just think it's sort of the best example we have to date of an actual NFL type game, and there's a lot of room to grow. Hopefully they'll listen to their fan base, maybe implement some of the things that are suggested, and I think the game will continue to get better and end up being a really great game, maybe one of the best games we've seen on VR maybe ever. I definitely think the potential is there for that. Trying to do this bonus mode here, and it is very challenging because you gotta hit these targets really quickly and take advantage of when you get the receivers to spawn in, because they give you the most points. It can get very challenging, especially the later in the round you get. Might get a little bit tired. I'm not the greatest at it, but I digress. But don't want to spend too much time on 2MD, as we spoke about it in the last video. I want to talk about the game that's on the screen right now, NFL Pro Era. This game graphically is very impressive, I think, especially for a VR football game. And from the standpoint of actually putting you in the shoes of a quarterback, this is really incredible, because you start off in the locker room, right? If you're playing season mode, week to week, you get a breakdown of the team that you're going to play, what players to look out for, how often they blitz, how often they run man or zone. It's a really nice touch to a game where I think they want this to be more of a football simulator. I don't think, as far as from the mechanic side of it, it's quite there yet, but there's potential for it to get there, and hopefully with future updates they'll be able to. As you see here, we're playing in the Ravens Stadium, and it's really cool. I mean, you get the logo on the field, we're outside. It's a really nice touch, and you get to actually watch all the phases of the game. You're not just playing, or you're only playing quarterback, but if you let the game run, you get to see special teams, you get to watch your defense perform. Although it's been my experience that the defense often plays pretty bad if you just let it run, and you'll see that later in this video. One of the features that you won't really get to hear, as I have the actual gameplay audio muted, but when you're in the huddle, you actually have a guy in your headset calling the play to you, which is another feature that's really cool. I think a lot of people wonder what that's like. You every Sunday or on a Monday night, you get to watch your favorite quarterbacks out there getting the play called in from the sideline, and then going out, walking to the line, making checks or audible in, which right here you see I look up and I look at my wrist, flip through the plays, switch to one that I want to run. And from that aspect, it's really great. I think that it does a really good job of kind of putting you in the shoes of what it's like to run an offense, and I really enjoy it. I love taking off and scrambling. That's pretty fun. But the game it's very nice for what it is. I would like to see improvements to the throwing mechanic, as I've mentioned before. As you can see here, as I'm looking, it sort of locks in on a player, and that is the issue for me. I don't. It's not like I'm actually gonna throw to. It's not my throw. It sort of hones in on an area, right? Versus I throw and the guy goes and makes the catch. Now, I will say that I have one, it's on easy, and then two, I have the throw assist on because I've tried to play without the throw assist and I end up hitting dudes in the back or throw the ball and it looks like the ball's in their area and they just never react to it. So that could add a different sort of aspect to how the game plays that I'm not going to be able to explain here as I haven't done it yet. But I do intend on playing this game more, and I will upload more gameplay. Maybe do an actual playthrough of a season, depending on like how much further we want to go with this. But I am having fun, and I want to keep learning. That's pretty much what all this is for me. Just kind of learning how to cut up and edit videos, and it's been a great experience so far. Really appreciate those of you that have taken the time to look and maybe leave a comment for me, or at least a like or subscribe. I really appreciate that, and it kind of motivates me to keep playing around with it and keep having fun. But this game, as far as like, if we want to call it amenities, has so much. As you saw there, I had the clipboard, and I was literally just, you can run down like the play-by-play of the last series, see what defense the team was running. I mean, it's a really nice touch, and I'm just hope the game continues to improve and get better. Here I'm running a little bit of the defensive series, and they're literally just gonna walk the ball right down the field. Eventually I'm gonna cut to, I did here, inside the red zone, and they're gonna end up scoring a touchdown. And that's been my experience thus far. If you actually watch your team play defense, they just end up walking the ball down the field and scoring. Yeah, as here I want to kind of throw my clipboard. I would have if it wasn't attached to my hand. But so I just end up kind of simming the defense. But I think the game's very fun. It's just right now, if you're just from pure throwing aspect of the game, this game is where it's at. This is sort of to end here. A series where I end up making like a bonehead decision and kind of put myself behind the 8 ball and have to make a drive where it's like, hey, I gotta have it. It's either now or I'm gonna end up losing this round. I can't remember exactly what happens. I think I just make a bad read, or for whatever reason my receiver doesn't really react the way I want him to, and I end up throwing a pick, I think. But you'll see what happens. I really enjoy like being successful when I'm playing on a hard mode in this game. I think the reward of succeeding, it feels just really great. But that being said, as this clip's playing, again, I just want to thank you guys for tuning in and watching. All of this is helping me learn. Please, definitely leave a like on the video, but more than anything, comment down below some things that maybe some games you'd like to see me play, and also some things you'd like to see me do a little bit different, or maybe if you have some tips on how I can, better record and edit these videos, that'd be welcome as well. As I said, I'm sort of new to this and just sort of trailblazing and doing it to have something to do, learn a new skill, and just something to pass the time and have some fun. But you guys have been welcome, and good hearing from you. Thanks for watching, and take care.